Marcus of Queensbury, if you like. And here comes Daniel Dawson, EMC, National Lentils and online pool tournaments, his sponsors for the biggest night and the biggest fight of his career. For you kickboxers, some very familiar faces in his corner. Craig Christian holding the ropes. Over comes the Rock. He looks relaxed, he looks good.
He always does though, Andy.
A very likeable young man too. Both of these guys are.
You know, I've really been impressed by Daniel Dawson in his last two outings. He's looked very, very strong, been hitting hard. Let's see if he can pull it off tonight.
Can he do it against Daniel Geale? The crowd is here to see the real deal. All his mates in the audience. And here he comes. 17 fights, 17 wins, 12 inside the distance from the Sydney 2000 Olympian, the gold medalist at the 2002 Commonwealth Games, and a World Amateur Championship participant. Phil Cropper, Graham Shaw, Jeff Fennick in his corner. The scene is set, it is main event time. Live on your sports leader, Fox Sports. Let's go to Ricky Powell.
Thank you, Andy. Ladies and gentlemen, our showpiece event here, live on Fox Sports tonight, is for the vacant IBO Middleweight Championship of the World, to be boxed over 12 by 3-minute rounds, and has been sanctioned by the IBO President, Ed Levine. IBO Supervisor in attendance, Mr. Phil Austin. Before we introduce our fighters to you, I ask you now to all be upstanding for the singing of the Australian National Anthem, which will be sung by Susie.
And wealth for toil, our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. Joyful strains, then let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
Judges scoring the bout is Mr. Steve Marshall from Queensland, Brad Griffiths from New South Wales, and Mr. Steve Scott from New Zealand. Your timekeepers will be Ted McDonald and Darren Jones. Well, let's now take you to the red corner tonight, where stands a fighter who has journeyed from Western Australia for this long-awaited clash. He fights out of Harry's Gym in Balcutta in Perth, where Craig Christian trains him. Tipping the scales is 72.10 kilograms. He brings to the ring tonight absolute boxing perfection. He has boxed 29 times as a professional, winning all 29 fights and recording a mammoth 20 knockouts from those bouts. He's the prince of the ring. He's Perth's very own Wild Thing. Let's hear it for the Rock, Daniel Dawson. And now to the blue corner. His opponent tonight lives at Mount Annan in New South Wales. trained by the team at the Grange Gym in Narellan. At the weigh-in, he's recorded 72.55 kilograms. A personal trainer by occupation, and as a professional boxer, has fought 17 times, winning all of those 17 bouts, 12 of them by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the real deal. He is Daniel Geale. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business.
That's the guys, I've given you instructions in the ring. I just want to remind you that I'm the boss in the ring, and when I give you instructions, you obey them, all right? Touch gloves, let's have a fair fight. Come on, let's go.
Everything very respectful at the instructions, touching of the gloves. Andy Raymond, Paul Briggs and Sammy Solomon here for the main event. Predictions, boys. Paul Briggs.
Daniel Dawson.
Sam Solomon.
I think the strengths of that's to go Daniel Dawson, and the boxing skills and ability to go Geale.
And I have to say, Andy, if Daniel Dawson pulls this off, he will be the first Australian to have been a world kickboxing champion and a world boxing champion.
Quite the honour. Geale sneaking through with a couple of nice shots early in this first round. Can Geale withstand the pressure and the power of Daniel Dawson in the opening 4 or 5 rounds?
And we can't underestimate Daniel Geale's power at all. He has many knockouts on his resume, and he's looked very impressive in his last couple of fights.
Certainly has. Victories over Leonti, Parpoom Jangfanak, Sonny Michelangelo, Noinoi Gonzalez, Garry Coma, to name a few.
Heads.
Both guys look in fabulous condition. Daniel Dawson, as long as I've known him through the kickboxing and boxing circuit, has always been absolutely top shelf condition. One of the reasons he boasts one of the finest combined records of anyone. Geale on the inside. Middle stages, round number 1. In the back of the mind of Daniel Geale, would there be that first round knockout of Anton Solopov? He knows the power of Dawson. He just got a little taste.
What nullifies power beautifully is combination punches, and that's exactly what Daniel Geale's doing.
Don't hold. Get him out. Get him out.
Not holding there from Daniel Geale, but pressuring and containing. Big difference. Both guys very fluent with their punches. Good sign. Both undeniably a little nervous, a little tense.
Well, the composure by Daniel Dawson, considering it's in Geale's hometown, is very impressive.
And Sammy, there is a big difference fighting in your own backyard to someone else's, and you've done it more than most.
Been there, that's right.
Geale looking to sneak through with the uppercut. Just questioning there about an elbow, a use of an elbow from Daniel Dawson. I don't think it was deliberate, but it was part of the follow-through.
That's right. Daniel, don't hold.
Referee's instructions, Daniel, don't hold. Who's he talking to? Garry there. They're opening up a little bit last couple of seconds, round number 1.
Come on, get it out.
Geale tasted Dawson's power there.
Both guys go back, I would say, with a deal of optimism to their corner. Let's go into the blue corner with Jeff Fennick.
After the break, you've got to be first off it. Hands up high in front of the face. Hit him with the body out. Give him some nice body good. Get his respect. You've got that in the first round. That's what we wanted. All right? Now let's slowly pick that pressure up a bit more. The more we do in the first ball without getting hit, the less he's going to do in the last stage for us, okay? We know the plan. I want the hands in front of the face. I want you to step it outside and bring him on that right hand. After the right hand, left up the middle, left to the side. Hard, Daniel. From the feet. From the feet. The platform's the feet.
Round 1, difficult one, in my opinion, to score. Maybe Daniel Geale. Just ahead, there wasn't a great deal in it. There is Craig Christian, who's been doing it tough himself of late in the corner of Daniel Dawson. His father, Billy Christian, is in hospital. We send our best wishes to Billy, great supporter of Craig and the rest of the boxing fraternity.
Daniel Geale had a very interesting look on his face as he stepped off the stool. Then he looked very, very confident.
How much is mindset? How much is actual ability?
Mindset is everything. I've seen guys get in the ring with limited ability, with an unbelievable belief in themselves, and done amazing things. I think Daniel Geale knows that Daniel Dawson did not hurt him in that first round, and that's why his confidence is building and building. Daniel Dawson's really got to stamp authority on this fight. He's got to hurt Daniel Geale and let him know that he does have power to hurt him.
Geale opening up a little bit on Dawson here, pushing him away.
One thing about Dawson, though, he can keep that pace for the whole fight, for a whole 10, 12 rounds.
That's right.
No question.
Nice little body chop there from Daniel Geale. Dawson bullying his way into Geale and pushing Geale on the ropes. So it was a very nice turn from the former Olympian. Both guys, as a matter of fact, have found opportunities and have found the target up high.
Great skills, great boxing by both fighters. Great to watch.
Oh, brilliant. Nice from Daniel Geale. 4 or 5 punches in bunches.
World class.
Daniel Geale throwing his punches and moving, just pivoting side to side. I think Daniel Dawson's finding him hard to find.
For mine, Daniel Dawson is at his finest when he is on the front foot.
That's right.
And I think you'll find that will happen with Daniel Dawson at some stage in this match, and that's where Daniel Geale will be tested.
Like I said before, Andy, the best way to keep the power puncher at bay is combination punches.
Well, there's one thing about Daniel Geale, and that is when he has to step up to a tough opponent like Daniel Dawson, he comes home with the goods. He likes to be tested.
There's a nice right hook there by Daniel Dawson.
Both these guys have been well brought along by their trainers and management. They've been progressed every single fight and from early in their careers. Safely, but thoroughly.
I think Daniel Dawson's faced a better quality of opposition.
Yeah,
but in saying that, Daniel Geale's definitely showing that he's up there with him.
Oh, Geale's showing that he could step up with anybody.
Dawson, a professional for just on 2 years longer than Geale, but Daniel Dawson has also at times been competing as a kickboxer and focusing his energy and attention elsewhere. Last 10 seconds as Geale again catches Dawson coming in.
Beautiful jabbing there by Daniel Geale.
Bell sounds.
Yeah, I gave the first round a draw, but the second round definitely to Geale.
I tend to agree, Sam. Our 3 ringside judges, the scores that matter are Stevie Marshall, Stevie Scott and Brad Griffiths.
Giving both rounds to Daniel Geale. For mine, Daniel Dawson just isn't quite busy enough. The stuff he's doing is quality, but it's just not enough of it.
I think that will be the instructions coming from Craig Christian. You have to pick it up or you fall behind, and then it becomes really tough to come back.
Some of the action from round number 2. A round that we all agree was Daniel Geale's. That was the 4-punch combination, 5-punch combination perhaps from Daniel Geale. Scoring shots.
Beautiful puncher by Daniel Geale.
Nice.
Straight right on. Daniel Dawson trying to answer back, but Geale seems to have the answers.
Daniel Geale's throwing his punches and he's slipping left and right. He's just pivoting to the side. He's not going straight back. That's where Daniel Dawson's finding it hard to catch him.
That's exactly right. I think Geale's renowned for that. He's been doing that his whole career, and I think that's what's giving him his undefeated wins.
There's nothing worse than throwing punches at your opponent after they've thrown a combination, and they're not there. They're not in front of you. They're stepped to the side.
Oh, great burst combination.
Geale at the end of the exchange. Don't think any of them hurt individually Daniel Dawson, but they will have a cumulative effect.
A touch of Sugar Ray there by Daniel Geale with a flurry, the shoe shine. Shoe shine in the old-time boxing was the old flurry of punches that Muhammad Ali brought out.
Made famous, didn't he?
Made famous.
The great one. Just under 2 minutes remaining. This is round 3 live around Australia on Fox Sports, and it was a good uppercut from Daniel Dawson. Didn't find the target with the power it had hoped for.
Yes, I think Geale's nullifying Dawson's power, and that's what experience is kicking in there. But like you said, Daniel Dawson's had 2 years more experience, but Geale's seems to have his number. Good shot.
Straight through with the right hand. Daniel Geale coming into his own.
And Daniel Geale building in confidence with every round, like I said. Daniel Dawson's got to turn this into a fight. He can't sit back and fight this kind of fight. He's got to be standing on Daniel Geale's toes. He's got to be roughening him up.
I'm right with you. That's the only way for Daniel at the moment.
Beautiful right hand by Daniel Geale.
Looking for a shot. Downstairs was Dawson. But as Paul hinted at earlier, everywhere Dawson looks, Geale is not. He is moving side to side very well, punching and moving left, punching, moving right, so the target is never stationary.
If Daniel Geale can keep this pace going for the whole fight, it could be a shutout. But in saying that, Dawson has to work the body and slow Geale down. So,
knowing what I know about Daniel Dawson, it will get to a stage where he will throw caution to the wind and have a go.
Geale dominating with the hands at the moment. Last couple of seconds of round number 3. How much nervous energy has been used in the dressing room? How much will that play a part?
This is the pinnacle of both these boxers' careers. It's a world title fight. There's nothing bigger.
They love it, the Geale fans. They're confident, not so that man, Daniel Dawson. But this is not over, not by a long way.
as soon as that bell went, they looked at each other, and Daniel Dawson gave him the old nod as if to say, I've got your number.
Double it, in and out. Hey, it's no long, look at it, once it's no long, we're going to get a bit too close. It's no long, breathe. Don't fight this fight. Breathe. Don't get carried away from the quick stance. Everything's perfect, I want to stay perfect. For 3 minutes, if you don't contact for 3 minutes, anything can happen. It's a punch, you know that. We've gone through it.
Nice right hand sneaking through the defences. It caught Daniel Dawson.
Straight down the pipe, that was. There's good instructions by Jeff Fennick to asking Geale to be able to do that for the whole 3 minutes.
3 minutes is all I'm asking. Then when we sit on the stools, I'll ask for another 3.
Oh, solid left hook by Daniel Geale.
He looks the more polished performer at the moment, Daniel Geale. Paul Briggs has it, a shutout at the moment, 30-27. Chant goes up for Daniel Geale. Dawson, we believe that he needs to push the fight. He needs to close the gap. He needs to invite Daniel Geale onto his right hand. It's a big right hand too.
Daniel Dawson cannot stand there and wait for Daniel Geale to get off. He's just going to tee off on him if he does.
Geale's obviously trained very hard for this fight, and he's done his homework and worked out Daniel Dawson's style.
There are very few fighters, make that very few athletes in Australia with the intestinal fortitude of Daniel Dawson. So whilst it may be in favour of Geale at the moment, this Daniel Dawson is a warrior, make no mistake about that.
Geale just seems to be picking him off, taking those angles. And
beautiful jab by Daniel Geale. Followed by a good left hook by Daniel Dawson.
Boys punching through the break.
Daniel Dawson just can't afford to stand there. That's what he's got to do. He's just got to keep punching.
for the vacant IBO World Middleweight title. Plenty happening in the middleweight division. Of course, the rematch, Kelly Pavlik and Jermaine Taylor, scheduled for February 08.
What a cracker that's going to be.
Oh, yeah, and they are the benchmark.
Frustration is an amazing fatiguer of a fighter, and that is what we're watching here tonight.
Just how frustrated is Daniel Dawson. He's a patient fighter. He's shown that in past performances, Daniel Dawson. Wins over
Beautiful
Josh Crenshaw back in the Penrith days.
But then he drops off the pace, Sam, you know. He's coming on doing some great stuff and then drops off the pace, and that's when Daniel Geale comes on.
Geale can keep this up here and shut him out. But like you said, Dawson, in the past we've seen him pick it up. Oh, great combination by Daniel Geale.
Geale is setting up too. He is setting up for that big right hand that has destroyed 12 of his previous 17 opponents. Uppercut there from Dawson, trying to mount some type of offense, and more so this round. More so this round, Daniel Dawson was on the front foot.
That's right.
Instructions, both corners. Jeff Fennick with Daniel Geale, Craig Christian with Daniel Dawson. This is a little bit of what we saw in round number 4 as the boys very accurately pointed out Daniel Dawson doing some great things, but then Sam just seems to retreat a little bit, and when he does, Daniel Geale is showing the instinct to jump.
Yep, and he's boxing like a guy's had 15 years of experience, and you know, it's paying off.
Well, it certainly hasn't gone to script. Many thought that Daniel Dawson would dominate the opening few rounds, and Daniel Geale, the longer the fight went, the better it would be.
You know, Andy, we've seen this scenario a couple of times in the last month with international fights.
Yes.
A good boxer keeping a power puncher at bay purely with technique.
Last Sunday comes to mind.
A la Mayweather.
That was just the perfect illustration, wasn't
Perfect
it?
illustration.
With a little bit of help from Joe Cortez.
Yes. Don't you love it when the referee's on your side? Beautiful.
Snapping left hand from Dawson, a snapping right hand from Dawson.
This is what we're going to. This is what we're going to see of Daniel Dawson.
Daniel Dawson is he's changed. He's trying to pick him off now. He's bringing Daniel Geale forward, and that's a good strategy.
Yeah, he's done exactly what we thought he might do and move forward. Daniel Dawson's the one now pushing backwards, asking Daniel Geale to come to him, and Daniel Geale just did.
Yes, and he's been accurate too, Daniel Geale.
I'd like to see Daniel Dawson's hands just a little bit higher. He's no longer using his shoulders to cover his chin, so he's going to be open for a wild shot if he catches him.
Tell you what, too, boys, the ring is not a big one here at West Leagues Club, so there's no avoiding. I thought that would play into the hands of Daniel Dawson.
Yes, a walk-up fighter, you'd think. But just goes to show the angles and the work he's obviously been doing in the gym. Great combination. There, that's switched on again.
Tell you what, Dawson,
Beautiful combination.
Dawson whilst on the back foot has marked up Daniel Geale, who is now bleeding from the nose and from the left eye.
This is what we want to see. How is Daniel Geale going to handle this? How does he fight now with blood running into his eye?
He's moved temporarily into a southpaw stance, a huge target area, and we stop it. 50 seconds left, round 5.
And to my knowledge, Andy, that was cut with a punch.
Punch, yeah. I thought it might have been a punch too.
Come in, mate. I'm sorry, mate.
I saw no headbutt there.
Let's listen in. The two men touch gloves. 50 seconds remain in this round number 5.
Oh, look at his boxing skills.
There is a target zone now for Daniel Dawson.
This is what World Championship boxing is all about. Two guys going toe-to-toe, mixing up and wanting it.
Two prize fighters, if you want to go back a couple of decades, putting it all out for the payday, for the belt, and for bragging rights. Phil Cropper's going to go to work in 15 seconds on that left eye of the head. Daniel Dawson. Andy. Let's go to the corner. Let's go to the blue corner with Daniel Geale.
It was a punch. Referee deeming it a punch.
That's a huge positive for Daniel Dawson.
Geale, nothing's changed. Don't just be trying to knock you out because of that. Nothing's changed. Have a drink. Drink. Geale, nothing's changed. We just stick to the plan. We're just boxing you on the round anyway. That's a head crash. Nothing's changed. Stick to the plan. Don't you go to... He's going to come out because he's seen some blood. Beautiful. You'll bring you on the punches harder, but nothing's changed. Okay? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Same plan.
There was some marking on the left eye of Daniel Geale.
Nothing's changed.
Daniel Dawson capitalised.
He's desperate. We're not, man. Hey, we've got...
Beautiful shot from Geale there. Another very difficult round to score. I would not like to be putting pen to paper if I was Stevie Marshall, Steve Scott or Brad Griffiths.
I gave Dawson that round. I thought Dawson boxed and moved and outsmarted him that round.
Paul Briggs is scoring for you at home. Do you agree or do you disagree? 50-45 in favour of Daniel Geale. A 5-point split according to the light heavyweight contender.
I thought the last round was really, really good for Daniel Dawson, but still, I thought Daniel Geale landed the quality shots.
Dawson just walked into a straight right hand.
There was awesome instructions in the corner there by Jeff Fennick. Nothing changes, and that's exactly right. Nothing needs to change. Everything he's doing is winning the fight for him. All he needs to do is exactly what he was doing. Not concentrate on the eye, not worry about the eye, not worry about getting excited. Just keep composed and keep doing what you're doing.
An indication of just how heavy-handed Daniel Dawson is. If we... Oh, their heads come together there. That hurt.
That was a caution.
I don't believe that the case. I don't think that was intentional.
I didn't think it was either.
Have a look at the right eye underneath it of Daniel Geale. The eye that hasn't been cut, it is welted big time. It is living up to exactly what we thought this one between Daniel Geale and Daniel Dawson. And how quickly the momentum can shift.
I think Dawson's seeing red now. He's seeing blood and he's going for it.
Daniel Dawson is the sort of fighter that can be down on the cards, can be losing a fight, and lift like you would not believe. As soon as he can sniff even the slightest whiff of blood, he's off.
We've seen it so many times as a kickboxer and a boxer in a decorated career. Is that left eye bad enough of Daniel Geale to...
Don't hold him down. Daniel, don't hold him down, mate.
As referee Garry Dean steps in as the left eye of Daniel Geale to the point where it's making vision difficult.
I don't think so at this stage.
Second warning, right? Don't hold him down.
Daniel Dawson's just got to keep doing what he's doing. He doesn't need to get too silly and get excited.
Got to get careful. He doesn't want a point taken off him.
That's right.
Especially being behind in the scorecard as he is. According to our unofficial scorecard of Paul Briggs.
Game peppering away as Dawson. Geale does the same. Nice right hand, a short one from Daniel Geale as the two lock together. Garry Dean asking the boys to punch out. That wasn't the case this time, but again the referee's been quiet.
Comes down to this next flurry here. Close round, very close. Couldn't split him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's the first round I'm giving to Daniel Dawson. And it was more so Daniel Geale losing that round rather than Daniel Dawson winning it.
Yes.
I think it'd be good for them. They need to stay low. Close your stuff.
Jeff Fennick laying down the law to Daniel Geale, and a little mark under the left eye of Geale as well.
Overhead. Must let him go.
I think that eye's fine, Andy.
Yeah.
With Daniel Geale, I don't think it's given him any problems whatsoever.
It's going to be a fair shiner in the morning, though, won't we?
I'm sure Dawson will be aiming for that target, though. Look at the confidence and the bounce on Dawson right now.
Spring in the step.
That said, I don't think Daniel Geale is down on confidence. I just think it's probably more apparent in Daniel Dawson at the moment. Paul Briggs has it 59-55, the one round, as well as a split to
Good
the
work
West
by Dawson.
Australian.
This is better from Daniel Dawson. This is what we need to see. And this is what Daniel Dawson is capable of. Midway through a fight, changing gears and taking off.
Daniel Geale at times very side on. It's very pronounced. He's got the left shoulder a long way forward. Trying to wind up. There he goes again. Shifting the body positioning. Again, it's a ploy to keep Daniel Dawson guessing.
Step back. Step back.
Yes, our Anthony Mundine mastered that.
Yep. Under 2 minutes remaining, round number 7. Look at Dawson do. He is ripping in, and Geale fights back. This has got a little bit of everything. The boxing has been silky smooth. The tenacity, the guts, the courage. It's first class too. Dawson marching forward.
But even first half, it's going to come down to the wire this round to decide who's going to take this round.
Certainly is, Sam. Just on 70 seconds remaining in this one. For mine, very much still up for grabs.
Dawson seems more accurate than he was earlier in the fight.
That's right.
Is it that Geale is tiring, or is it the spring in the step of Dawson, or both?
I actually
think a little bit of
Daniel,
both.
I think Daniel Dawson's throwing a lot more punches than what he was in the opening 2 rounds.
Definitely.
And when he wasn't throwing punches, he was able to be picked off.
And this is what Daniel Dawson is capable of doing. He has the stamina and the tenacity to be able to pick up the pace and change gears, like I said earlier, halfway through a fight. The last 4 rounds in the fight, the last 2 rounds in the fight, he can take off.
He's a personal trainer over at the Fight and Fitness Centre with Ronnie Parr in WA. So if he's not training himself, he's training with others, and he doesn't train others, he trains with them. So he will go the 36 minutes if required.
Oh, I've done a lot of sparring with Daniel Dawson, and I can tell you right now, he gives it 100% every time.
Geale sneaking through there. That caught Dawson's attention. And again, the 2 men touch gloves.
I think that's the 2nd round of the fight that Daniel Geale has dropped.
I gave that round to Dawson.
I'm sitting on the fence again.
I think it's a combination of Daniel Dawson picking up the pace and Daniel Geale dropping off the pace.
Hold back. We're going to stay low. We're going to make him miss when he comes at this round. All right? When he comes at this round. Like out of switch. It's Garry. All right? The game is fine. I'll have a drink, yeah. He comes out at 4 cartridges. Anybody with the chance, yeah? Find a target.
A little bit of action from round 7 into the 2nd half of this one. Dawson more successful with his shots.
Come on, check it out.
Geale sneaking through. In fact, they both do a great exchange to start round number 8. What about this for a main event live around the country? And we will take you as close as you can get without walking away with bruises on Fox Sports.
Beautiful combination punching by Daniel Geale.
30 seconds into the 8th. And that eye of Daniel Geale has been very well maintained, hasn't it?
It has.
Very well maintained by Phil Cropper.
Great work in the corner there.
He's got an unbelievable corner. I mean, Phil Cropper and Jeff Fennick.
World champion.
A lot of experience.
Quite often this happens just after the middle part of a fight, where both guys just go into their shell a little bit.
That's right.
Just trying to sort each other out and figure out mentally where one another is.
Psychologically, it's so easy after 6 or 7 rounds to go into a lull. A good fighter can very quickly pull himself out of that, and that seems to be what's happening right now.
That's a good example of it this round. Definitely they're just sizing each other up again.
It is, isn't it? Very much so.
Oh. Just as you say that, Geale lands a clean left hand.
Geale landed a good shot there, and Dawson, almost in Geale manner, is throwing his punches and moving left and right. So he's got a little bit of... Step back.
Dawson may be trying to leave it to the end of the round and win the judges' hearts.
Well, he's got about 60 seconds to go to win the judges' hearts. Nice right hand over the top, and over the top of the left shoulder from Daniel Geale, who at this point is finishing the round a little stronger. Fatigue has most certainly set in on both of these young men.
Oh, we've got Geale just up now. Daniel has to come home with Daniel Dawson has to come home with something strong to even this round out, or he's going to lose it. I think Geale's stealing it.
30 seconds left, round number 8 is a Daniel Geale's round. It appears so far. Trying to hunt the Western Australian. I still believe both guys have got the knockout ability late in this fight.
They're both making a fight. Neither fighter is pulling back.
What a good round of boxing. A tough round of boxing.
That was a tough one to score that round.
One of these two men, for the first time in their professional career, is going to walk away defeated.
You know why? That's because what you want to do. That's what you want to do. We're going to do it every round. Every round till the end, we're going to do it. We're not going to go off the plane. You remember the plane, Daniel? Stick out and do what you just done. You're confident with your right hand. It's beautiful. You're leaning your jab. Everything's working. Look at the championship rounds now, Geale. Hey.
Little bit of round number 8. An intriguing round, a round where the tempo and the intensity from both fighters seem to drop a peg or two. Nice from Geale, still with the presence of mind to keep the left hand as his main weapon. Move into round number 9. Whilst opinions were divided on exactly who you thought was going to win this one, most predicted it would go late.
I was on the fence. I thought both fighters have got the ability to win this fight. And it's the two walks into the ring on the night.
Step back.
And done the homework, done the training, done the dieting. It's going to win this.
Consistent, great combination punching, just like that from Daniel Geale.
That'll win in the fight.
Other combination punches starting to take their toll on Daniel Dawson.
I think they're taking the toll in the sense that he's racking up the points. He's throwing at least 4 to 6 punches to every 2 of Daniel Dawson's.
And accurate, too.
Dawson launches at the stomach and the rib cage of Daniel Geale, and Geale supplies the receipt.
No question Dawson wants it, but Geale's not letting him have it.
Trying to move around to his right and tag with his main weapon is Daniel Dawson. As far as being marked up facially, Daniel Dawson doesn't appear that bad.
No, he's a tough nut, and like I said earlier, he gives it 100% every time he walks into that ring, whether it's fighting or it's sparring.
The damage sustained is a testament to the punching power or lack of from both boys.
Daniel Geale again protesting to our referee Garry Dean about the use of the forearm / elbow.
It's such a huge milestone for a world kickboxing champion to become boxing champion and create history for Australian boxing. To be a world champion in both sports, that's a huge milestone to conquer.
Geale on the front foot again, a beautiful crossing left. It found the mark on Dawson. 40 seconds left, round number 9. Again, it appears a Geale round. Is it slipping too far away for Daniel Dawson?
Dawson seems to be following rather than cutting off Geale, and that's just a slip there. A bit of water in the corner.
He's cleaning up the blue corner. Excess water on the sponsorship signage to blame there for the slip of Daniel Geale, and that's all it was. Last 10 seconds of the round.
Geale's stealing it.
Is it becoming Mount Everest for Daniel Dawson? How are you scoring it at home?
We need to wear him down in the last 3 rounds for the body. Throw the right hand. Throw it, throw it, and throw it. Don't chase him around like a trainer. Bring off, and wait and go. Okay?
We are moving through to round number 10. Action, our main event for the vacant IBO World Middleweight title. And the final 3 rounds must go to Daniel Dawson to even give him a shot, I think, of winning this one.
Well, these are the championship rounds, and you've got 2 champions in there. One's going to be world champion in 10 minutes.
Here we go. Round number 10. 9 minutes of work remain.
Come on.
Protection just a little high on Daniel Geale. Garry Dean playing the role of Taylor, if you like, and adjusting.
Don't hold him on the back of the head, then. I'm telling you.
It appeared, round 6 and 7, that Daniel Dawson was pushing his way, almost bullying his way back into this contest. For 9 rounds, 8 and 9 have been clear Geale rounds. What a contest. We have waited so long for this one. It has lived up to expectation. Following on from the war for the Australian welterweight title between Delic and Paulie, the bar had been raised.
Daniel Dawson will be there for the whole 12 rounds. He'll go to war with him if he has to. Dawson won't let this...
Don't hold. Come on. Let go. Step back.
Again, a trickle of blood from that left eye of Daniel Geale, caused by a punch by Daniel Dawson, but it's Dawson being punched.
The uppercut working a trick for Daniel Dawson.
That's the weakness they see in Geale. Ron Parr and Craig Christian continue to yell out to Daniel Dawson. The uppercut, using your right weapon, is the way to go.
Dawson really has to step up to win this win this fight. The next 3 rounds, the next 2 rounds are going to be imperative for him. He's going to be behind, I think, and like you said, it's going to be a mountain to climb.
The mountain is getting steeper for Dan Dawson too. Daniel Geale has stepped up in class tonight. Very class of opponent and class of fight.
And accurate landing shots, left and right hand. But Dawson is still there. He wants it. There's no question about that. It's whether Geale's going to let him have it.
Beautiful head movement by Daniel Dawson.
I know Shannon Taylor wants to enter into the mix here. The blaster who has several times fought for a world title. They said it doesn't matter who wins, I'll have him. And says it with confidence.
With all due respect to Shannon Taylor, I think this has stepped into a whole different league now.
I think
bell sounds. That is 10 down, 2 to go.
You just concentrating, bringing in the punch, exactly what you're doing. You have to do nothing different, okay? Then what I do want you to do is just use your feet a bit more on your punches, okay? Set your feet a little bit better. That'll stop you from coming forward, okay, champ? Yeah, I'll do that. Feel good, champ? 6 minutes. We're doing what? We're taking you in the school, brother. Taking you in the school 5-1, brother. Hey, we can't get lazy, we can't get overconfident. Keep your mind on the job now, champ. Every punch is landing, really. Make him land with a bit more authority from the feet, okay? That'll stop you from coming near. Okay, in and out, beautiful. And don't let him stand there with you, Geale.
Seconds down.
great exhibition of talent of Australian boxing. World-class talent for the world title.
You bet. Now it's up to Daniel Dawson. Daniel Geale ahead on the scorecards. Unofficially anyway. This is round 11. 2 3-minute periods remaining in our main event. And Geale rocks Dawson with a beautiful right hand. That's how he starts the 11th. Keeping in mind it was back in the early rounds where a cut appeared over the left eye of Daniel Geale. And Daniel Dawson was the one to step up.
Look at the heart on Daniel Dawson. He's willing to take these shots and keep coming for it. He wants his world title.
Daniel Dawson needs a stop to win this one.
With the left eye of Daniel Geale.
Almost swollen shut, that left eye of Geale. He's still seeing the punches and seeing them well. 2 minutes left, round 11. Don't forget Sunday, Danny Green's Steve Drews for the WBA light heavyweight title live on Fox Sports Pubs and Clubs. Best of Aussie boxing throughout the summer months. No doubt this one will feature prominently.
Geale's proved the hard work's paid off. He's kept the pace for the whole. He's listened to Jeff Fennick and kept the pace and kept the composure. And when Daniel started stepping up, he had every answer.
That left eye of Daniel Geale is split again. There is still a hope there for Daniel Dawson.
I'm sure he's looking for it too. He's looking for that right hand. Just missed with it then.
Misses again.
Oh, the eye's starting to bleed.
Yeah, very much so. And you get the feeling it might only take one shot from Dawson. Oh, the two. They collide again.
That work from both fighters.
Last minute, round 11.
This is what World Championship Boxing's all about. Two guys wanting the championship. Going to be one winner.
The penultimate round in what has been an absolute cracker.
Both boys fatigued. As you were digging down deep.
20 seconds left before their last rest period. Dawson punching straight now. A push away from Geale. Almost bullying the shorter Dawson, and a nice uppercut from Daniel Dawson. Another tough round to score.
I think they had Geale with the accurate shots, the clean shots, and although Dawson was there for the whole round, he wanted it.
It's so hard to judge because, sorry Sam, it's so hard to judge because even though you might give it a 10-9 round, sometimes it's only just, you know?
Of course, this is unofficial.
This is a little bit of round 11. Nice shot there from Daniel Geale. That was to open the round as the girls dance up a storm for the final time here on Fox Sports in 2007. What a journey big-time boxing has been. And Fox Sports will continue its commitment to the domestic product in 2008 on a bigger scale. We cannot wait.
And final round.
Here we go. Buckle up. Wherever you're watching live around Australia, this is it. 3 minutes. Daniel Dawson looking for the knockout. As it appears Daniel Geale is comfortably ahead on the judges' scorecards.
Nobody blink, anything can happen right now. As they touched off, Daniel Dawson shouted out, come on. He wants it.
Dawson again charging in on the front foot, looking for that left eye of Daniel Geale, hoping to split him further. He needs the knockout, he needs the stoppage, and Geale is proving to be the man tonight. Many doubted if he could handle the step up in class. He hasn't fought anyone like Daniel Dawson in his 17 fights.
And he still handled it quite easily. I believe so.
5-punch combination and Geale is still throwing them. Dawson looking for the uppercut.
And a good uppercut, but I don't think it's enough.
They are just calling for punches. Punch, 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 says Craig Kristen, Ronnie Parr, the whole crew from the red corner. That's the spinning back elbow from Daniel Dawson there.
I just received a text message from somebody, I have no idea the number, but it was saying Daniel Geale is smashing Dawson. I'm not too sure about smashing, but he's definitely winning the fight.
He's outclassed, outpunched, and outpowered Daniel Dawson.
But what heart does Daniel Dawson have?
Awesome.
So good for Australian boxing to see two battlers like this.
A minute to go and the crowd is getting noisy here. In Sydney Southwest, they have seen an amazing exhibition of boxing. And it continues. They're getting up onto their feet. Daniel Geale, the hometown boy, is 35 seconds away from the title. And Dawson is standing there, accepting the punches, saying, is that all you've got?
What a chin on Dawson, what a chin, but at the end of the day, it's not going to win him the fight. Geale's landing the combinations.
Can Geale hold on now for 30 seconds? Is it the Rock's turn to unload? They have got nothing left. They are running on fumes. What a fight this is between Daniel Geale and Daniel Dawson. Neither guy has tasted defeat before.
10 seconds left to go. One man is in the
It's pandemonium,
champion of the world.
Geale and Dawson. What a fight. What a night. It is live on Fox Sports. Enjoy it, Australia. Enjoy it.
Two undefeated fighters giving it their all for the world title.
How have you scored it at home? officially has done enough on this one. The judges' scorecards may not accurately represent just how close, how brutal, and how talented these two are.
It was very near a shutout, although that was just not the case with the actual fight.
No, they both fought as if they wanted the fight, but Geale seemed to have the answers.
The IBO World Middleweight title is the prize for the winner here. Daniel Dawson at one stage during the latter part of the round stuck the chin out and said, "Wail away, I want your best."
Here it comes now in the replay.
Here it is, look at Dawson, bring it on!
Have you ever seen anything like it, ever?
Not in the 12th and final round of a world title fight.
I can think of some brain cells that I'd much rather save.
Oh, wow.
Guts and determination, though,
Yes.
by both fighters.
That is the whole show. The whole show. Let's go to Rick Powell.
Thank you, Andy Raymond. Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible fight. What a world title fight this has been. Let's now take you to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Judge Steve Scott scores about 119 to 109. Our second judge sees it to 120 to 110. And Judge Brad Griffiths sees it 120 to 110. Your winner by unanimous decision, and new IBO Middleweight Champion of the World, Daniel Geale!
A near shutout, Andy.
A near shutout for Daniel Geale over Daniel Dawson. What an amazing performance. What an incredible night. Two warriors strutting their stuff. Their best was good enough to get them here, and they have shown us their best here tonight, live around Australia on your sports leader. Let's get a word with the winner.
Daniel, firstly, congratulations. Daniel, the new IBO Middleweight Champion of the World, congratulations. What an amazing fight here tonight. You've got there, it's been long awaited, you've done it, congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's been 12 months in the making. We were meant to fight in February, and it didn't happen for reasons that were not because of me, but we finally got the chance, mate, and I just showed what I can do. And I just want to thank so many people. I got so many people to thank. Probably can't remember everybody, but I'll start with Bill Tracy. Like, he's given me my chance. What a legend. Jeff Fennick, he's been there, he's the man, he's the one that's done it for me. He knows exactly what I can do, and he makes me do it. Thank you so much, Jeff.
We've got to say, Daniel, in Dawson, what a great fighter tonight. He really brought it up to you all the way throughout the course of the night. It was everything that this fighter's lived up to all year. It has happened, and he was a worthy contender for you tonight.
He was a great fighter, I'll give him that. Thanks, Daniel, that was awesome. He was tough. I knew he was going to come for me all night. We had our plan. Jeff and I had our plan. Our other trainers, Graham Shaw, and Bill Tracy was in there as well. We all knew what we were going to do. And with Jeff by my side, there was no way in the world I wasn't doing it.
Well, we certainly overheard in the commentary that you stuck to the plan all night, Jeff. We heard you saying it doesn't matter, stick to the plan, and that's exactly what you did. And it's paid dividends for you tonight.
It has. I mean, I got cut early. That happens, that's boxing. But come back to the corner, and what better advice do I get from a three-time world champion? I mean, that settled me. From then on, I'd won the fight. And I just thank Jeff. I got so many other people to thank. Everyone back home in Tassie, all the guys back in Tassie, all my mates in Canberra, all the guys that helped me out in Canberra. Mate, I tell you, there's just too many people. Graham George, my old trainer, he's the one that got me here. And he's still helping me because he's an absolute legend. I got so many other people that I need to thank. The Grange Boxing Gym, all my sparring partners, all the other boys. I mean, there's just too many to mention.
Thank Fox Sport for giving us the chance to show such a great fight.
I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Geale, the real deal, the new
performance.